All right, I think I got it right now. Hey, you guys, let's see if you're getting anything from me right now. Yep, we're rolling. Had a little problem with the video. Hey, y'all, how you doing? Miss Gail here, Georgia Peachnut. Good. I think it's early evening here in Georgia. I hope everybody's having a wonderful, blessed last Sunday of the year. Yay. Okay, we're gonna plant these celery. This celery that I have had for 100 years, but I'm gonna show you how resilient this celery is, okay? We're gonna put this celery in this 30 gallon. I think this is a 30. This may be a 20 gallon maybe, or 25 gallon grow bag. Maybe 15, let me see. But it doesn't matter. I know a lot of you guys ask what size, but it is probably a 15 smart pot. So we're going to plant them in here. It's been raining, so the soil is wet, it's moist, and I'm going to still give it what I normally give it. You know, my trusty dusty Dr. Earth tomato vegetable herb fertilizer. So we're going to just dust some in here, about 2 handfuls, so that when the roots go down, they'll have something to land on. You don't have to do it like this. This is what works for me. So about that much. And then I'm going to sit that over here and dust it with some blood meal. Now this is really important because this is the main ingredient for anything all green. The blood meal is for anything. Put on the mask. I don't have one on. Don't ask me why. All green. I'm putting in 2 of those. This blood meal is, let me see what on here it says. I always try to, it's 1400, which means it is 14 nitrogen, and 00 phosphorus and potassium. So that's what you really need, is the nitrogen, because it's all green, but we still want the structure and everything to be supported as well. And we're going to get some bone meal. Don't really need this. And it's spilling out. When your bone meal, blood meal, anything spilled out, get a bag and sit in there and save it. Just save it by putting it in a bag. I love my little Kroger and Publix and Walmart bags, because I just put them in there. So I'm taking this from the bottom some kind of way. It's split, and when this stuff gets wet, it turns brown. Doesn't look pretty at all. So anyhow, but it's still good. And put it in the bag, save it. You're gonna stir this up like this. And as you water your plant, the nutrients will go down towards the bottom. Remember, it's a grow bag. So whatever you put in, the plant's going to take up what it needs, and everything is going to go to the bottom. So whenever you have a good rain like we've been getting here, that rain is also rinsing your nutrition to the bottom of the grow bag, which eventually goes out of the grow bag onto the ground. Now, when it hits the ground, it's on the bottom of the grow bag. A lot of that still leaches back up into the grow bag. But that's why you have to, with liquid fertilizers, you have to do fertilizing once every 7 to 10 days. Now, just telling you what works for me. Granular fertilizers, about once every month and a half to 2 months, depending on how much rain you get, but not as often as liquid. So I am taking the soil that I took from in this bag, putting it back inside of the bag to raise the soil level back up. But I grew, I think this was string, maybe these were the potatoes. I think the potatoes was in here, I'm not sure. But anyway, so I always like to take my soil out so I can make sure I get out whatever roots or whatever. A lot of people leave the roots in. I like to take my roots out. That's just a personal preference. You can do whatever you want and however you want to do it. That works for me. And sometimes I don't. If it's something like turnips and mustard, those types of things, you can leave it in somewhat because the roots are not going to go that deep unless you're going to grow them for a long time. If you're going to grow them for a long time, that gives the roots a chance to grow deeper. But, you know, a lot of people pick their turnips and mustards once they get mature. I'm taking out some little bits. If you see me throwing anything away, I'd like to say hello to my new subscribers and to my returning subscribers. Thank you so much for coming to see me today. Don't forget to hit the like button. Don't forget to hit the subscribe and share button. Share Miss Gail out. I'm just basically about showing you how I garden. I garden in ground and I garden in grow bags, primarily in grow bags and containers. I haven't gotten to the in-ground part over there because it's underwater. It's been underwater for a while, and we just got through with a heavy rain, and it's underwater again. Oh, Lord, that's another story for another day, y'all. Y'all know me. But one day. So this is very, very wet, which is a good thing. I don't have to worry about coming and watering right away, but it is good to always put some kind of watering on your plants when you first plant them, especially if you're using fertilizer. You need to water that fertilizer so it can do what it needs to do to the plant. Water hit this container, and I have to be careful because there's no hole in the bottom, so I'm going to have to use this because if it sits like this, it will become anaerobic. So tomorrow I'm going to have to take that out and use it some kind of way. I can't let it sit like that. It's not a good idea unless I punch holes in the bottom of this, and I'm not trying to do that. So I'm using some of that soil that's wet on the bottom, putting it on top of here. And I always smell your soil. When it's been sitting wet, smell it. You do not want to not smell it. Because if it's anaerobic, baby, you in trouble. I mean, you in some deep caca. And you put it in here, that's not going to be good. And that's how stuff get bacteria built up in it, in your food, because this is what your food is growing in. So think about it. Smell your soil. Even when you buy it from the store new, smell it. I'm just saying, smell it. If you can smell it before you get it home, and if it's smelling in your car, take it back. That means it's gotten wet too many times and it's become anaerobic. You don't want that. And I've had that happen to me, so make sure you're very cautious about that. Okay, so I am at the top level, which is good. Now, what we're going to do is take these out. And as you can see, they turn yellow. We're going to take some of the yellowing off, throw those away, and we'll plant the green. Now look, y'all know that you can buy celery from the store, and when you've used it, keep the bottom part and set in some soil and some water, and it'll keep producing. So that's why if something happens to your celery, if you get it from the big box store, like buy it in the pack like this, don't throw it away. Throw that over there. Do not throw it away. Now these are root bound because they have been sitting. I'm not going to say how many months they've been sitting. Y'all know they've been sitting for a while. You just know me. But it's okay. We're going to still make good of it. Okay, that came out good. Now, whoo, look at the roots on these babies. Look at here. Look. Totally root bound. So we're going to just stretch it out a little bit. Say hello to it. Tickle it, tickle it. We're going to tickle, 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 tickle. So these roots will know they have a new home to come to. I'm just going to scrape down the sides without tearing them if I can. Just scraping them loose if I can. Not totally, because you're not going to be able to get all of them loose. I'm just going to pull on them and say hello, welcome to your new home, and forgive me for not doing better. And then we are going to make a hole right here. And y'all already know what we're gonna do. Fire in the hole. We're gonna put some blood meal right down in there. I gave it quite a bit of blood meal because they kind of, you know, need a little help. And then we're gonna tickle that in, sprinkle, stir it in. And we're gonna put this right down in here and tell it to grow and be happy. Don't worry, be happy. Yes, that's what you do. And so I'm gonna take off these dead parts, because you know what happens if you don't. The energy will still go to the dead parts. You don't want to feed the dead parts. No, we don't want to do that. So we got one in. Let's try another one. There's gonna be equal opportunity here. Look at there. We're gonna tickle those roots. Just tickle them. We ain't trying to tear them up. Just tickle them to let them know it's okay to stretch out. And we're gonna take this one to over here, because I want to make sure I get it even as possible, because I'm going to put all 6 of them in here without a doubt. So we're going to go here, and we're going to do the same thing. Vegetable, tomato, herb. I'm doing just a little bit more than usual, like I said, because they need a little help. I'm going to tickle that in so it won't sit directly on it, and put this in like this. Come in, push down a little bit, and I think I want you to sit up just a little bit higher. Okay, I don't like the coloring on that one. We're gonna throw that away. And there you go. I'm gonna let this one sit up a little bit too, because I want the leaves to touch as little as possible. Remember I talked to you about the leaves touching, so we don't want them to touch so much. So bring it up just a little bit higher. They can come up just a little bit higher. There you go. And push your walls out of your grow bags. If you're doing grow bags, don't forget to push the walls out. And you can set your plant up as high as you want to, whatever you feel comfortable with. So we've done this line right here. I'm going to go over here, because we got to do 5. So I'm going to go right here and just take some out. Excavate. It's the same pattern. Put it in a hole, about a tablespoon, and just stir it with your hand like this, like a little washer, like that. And then get your next victim. You're going to come back and visit with me on these and see how they do. Don't forget to take your bad looking ones out, because it's going to redirect the energy to another area of growth, which would be this right here. So we're going to tickle that down so you see some of them, you know, loosen up, and that'll help it to grow. And put it on down in here like this. Turn that one this way. And then we're gonna do the same thing. Push your walls out. Don't forget to keep pushing your walls out. So we have 2, 3. So we're gonna go here and put another one right here. These have been past ready, but because I kept them moist and I did give them some feedings while they were sitting in this tray, I just kept them alive. So we're gonna just tickle, and just lightly pull, lightly, not much. You want some of the roots to come out, have the beginnings, you know, like sticking out like that. See, but don't break them. Don't break them if you can help it. And you're gonna put you. I thought I made a hole. I didn't make a hole. Yes, I did. I made a hole. Yeah. And let's go on ahead and do the same thing. Give it some nutrition. It's blood meal right there. It's your nitrogen, and it needs the nitrogen more so than anything else. And a little bit more of this, and we're gonna stir it up. You're gonna put it in. Take off the bad leaves. Yes, I'm gonna take those off. As a matter of fact, I think I'm gonna take this one off of here. This one off of here. Yeah, that's what we're gonna do. We're going to go ahead and push that down. Push your walls out. And now, 1, 2, 3, 4. We have one more. I'm going to move this one over this way a little bit more. Just a tad bit, not much. So we're going to just go here. Because I need to put another one there. Put this in right here. And you can do that. That in, stir it up. Now we're cooking with some hot grease. Let's see, I want you to grow. Decide how you want it to look, how you want it to grow. Now you may lose some leaves, you know, especially me because I'm real rough. I'm a rough handler. Let's see. I don't want you to go that way. I want you to point this way. The reason why I'm trying to turn this is because the leaves, I'm trying to keep them from crossing. But if I can get it to hang over the bag without, you know, making anything look crazy, then that's what I want to do. So, let's see here. And I'm going to show you in the end how I did this. You will develop an eye as you garden. How you want things to go and how you want them to look, because you start looking out for certain things. Okay, so this is that. We're gonna go right here, and we're going to go in here. And right here. Okay. We're going to put number 5 in, and we're going to tickle, and disturb those roots just a little bit. If you do pop a couple of them, it's okay. It is okay. Now I see something that's yellow. I'm going to take it off. I'm just breaking it with my hand. You can get, you know, your cutters and cut them or whatever. But I just break it with my hand. So I have to go buy the cutters just for that. We're going to put this one in. Once again, I'm turning it in a way that would allow me to have it to grow so that it's not bumping boots within it. I shouldn't say that. Bumping into other leaves. Yeah. That's a song. That's a song. Okay. Alrighty. So we're going to push this in like this. And I'm going to lean it towards that way. And we are on our last one, people. Last one. Don't forget to push your walls out with the soil. Because the one thing about the grow bags, they will cave. I love the grow bags. I do love them. I'm going to take this leaf off. Yeah, you had to go. And then I can turn this way. Yeah. They will cave in if you don't have them up or turned under. Like turn them under if you don't need all of the grow bag material. If you don't need all the height. Let's see, put you some over here. There you go. Yeah. Yeah, we're cooking with some hot grease. Okay. Now, last one. Yay. And you are still there. Thank you. Let's go here. Stirring it up. And we're putting the last one in. And we're going to go on and take off anything that we don't want, that doesn't look right. Any leaves that's yellow or brown. And just go on ahead and tickle those roots down. And I'm just scraping lightly with my nail and stuff, you know, just scraping till you see them come loose. Their roots are very fine, like hair. So we're going to go on ahead and put this one in right here. And I'm bringing the soil with my finger around it. Making sure I could bring the soil level up to where it was in the container. And remember, when I do water this in, it is going to drop down. So, we have a winter chicken dinner. We're going to watch the celery grow up, and we will have our own celery. How about that? So now, you get to see what you've done. Oh boy. I'm not supposed to be doing any turning because I have a sciatic nerve in my back that is bothering me. I'm hard-headed. Something wrong with me. Pray for me. Okay. Oh, I know what's wrong with me. I'm a gardener. And you know, we do things we ain't got no business doing. But here we go. You guys, just so you can see it. This is what you did. See, isn't that pretty? Now, you know what I'm getting ready to do. Is 22 minutes, I gotta hurry up. We're gonna put some stuff around it. Y'all know what I'm talking about. So that it's make sure y'all don't fall. So that until it grows up, some mulch. Oop, can't go that way. I am boxed in. Hold on. Hold on. I'm coming back. As soon as I can find my mulch. Uh-oh. Houston, we do have a problem. What did I do with it? I know I have some up here somewhere. Mulch. Hold on. I got a little bit right here. Just a little bit to show. Can't keep this mud in the house. Okay. Now, ooh, y'all crooked. What y'all doing like that? Uh-oh. I can't touch it too much. Okay. Most of you guys know the drill. You take the mulch. You don't want the leaves to be on soil, especially wet soil. Because until it grows up to maturity, it is not able to handle what would happen to it if it stayed on top of the soil. So I am putting mulch around it. And I'm only going to do what I think y'all can see. Let's see, y'all can see this right here. So let me put it right here. And this mulch is wet. So you therefore would not be able to see it like you would if it were dry. What I'm doing is lifting the leaves up and putting the mulch around it so the leaves would not be touching the soil. You gently lift it up. Once your plant gets up and the leaves are not touching, you can leave the mulch there. You can take it off. It's left up to you. Some people say leave it there, you know, especially if it's hot, to retain moisture. It's left up to you. I've had it to stay on. I've had it to come off. And as long as I'm watering it, doesn't matter. So, once again, I always say there's more than one way to skin a cat. There's more than one way to garden. You can garden however you want to garden. That's left entirely up to you. So, okay, I think you guys get the gist of it. I've used up all my mulch. So, we'll be back tomorrow doing some other things. Okay, there's a great possibility I will be on Sifting Some Soil tonight with Miss Mona. So you guys, if you get a chance, please join us. And I look forward to seeing you there. They're Sifting Some Soil at 11 o'clock Central Standard Time, 12 o'clock Eastern Standard Time. So you guys visit with us, come have some fun, and let's have a chit chat. Okay, let's talk. In the meantime and in between time, I will see you guys in the garden. Love you. Bye-bye.